Namaskar, friends. So today we are going to see a new lesson in Python. In our last lesson, we have created a Python file. We have learned how to install Python first. Then we learned how to install the Visual Studio Code, how to set up the environment, how to check it whether it is installed correctly. Then we created a Python file and we ran a simple print statement in it. So if you want to work in the same folder, because the Visual Studio Code, whenever you open it, it want you to give the Visual Studio Code a particular folder in which is going to work. So it will ask you, in my case, since I have already logged in with, I have chosen the folder, it is showing here, if else, it will ask you, or else you can go to the file, you go to the open folder, then you can choose the folder within which you have all your, programs, you can choose it and just select. Now after selecting, this will be shown. Now you can see it. If I expand this one, my previously created Python file is inside it. If I want, I can open and see it. Yeah, this is one. So if you want to see this exercise, I advise you kindly, if you haven't seen the previous video, go ahead. There will be a Python playlist in our channel. Go ahead, open it and do that list. Do that exercise. After that, come here and continue this one. I'll give the link in the description of the previous video. So this time what we are going to do, we are going to create a new file. Either you can right click and create a new file, or you can go ahead, you click here and create a new file. So I click here, I'm going to create a new file. I'll name it as, since it's a second lab, I'll name it as Py2 and it's about the comments. So I'll put comments.py. Enter. Now, as you can see, we have created another file named pycomments.py. Okay, so let us close the previous one. In this one, what we'll do, we will let us copy this, Control C, and in this file we paste it. So this lesson is totally going to be about the comment sections. Before that, let us run this program and see what will be the result. To run this program, we have to go to the terminal, open the new terminal, get in, type Python space, the file name, py2 comments.py. That's the file name, which I want to run this time. So better py, okay. Oh, there is no output. You may be wondering, we have written the code, we are running the code and there is no output. Actually, you have to save this code. Okay, you haven't saved this code, you just typed, and Python will run only the saved instructions, line of instruction inside a file. Okay, you need to save that. Control save. So you can go ahead, click file and save, or else you can place Control yes in your keyboard. Now again, let us go and run this. Now we got our output. So this is a normal print statement. Imagine if we have 1,000 lines of code and you are working in a company, a multinational company, where there are again 1,000 code engineers working together with you. Imagine if you are going to leave your job. Somebody else will come and take the program from where you left and he has to continue that. Or else if you're going and joining in any other company, there will be some other person who left the code and you have to continue from there. There can be a complex number of codes in which you want to make the programmer aware that which code is doing what work and it is linked to what. Something like you want to give any instruction to the programmer who is working with that program, then you will use comments. So first I'll give a sample comment. So let me put hash space. This is a sample comment. Okay, now let me save it. Control S. Our file, save. Okay. Now if I go and run, there are two lines of code. Previously there was only one line of code. Now there are two lines of code. A comment is always ignored. It is not it is not even taken into consideration by the compiler or interpreter. So a comment is always ignored. So what will come here is the same output which came earlier. So there is actually the compiler or the interpreter will totally ignore a comment section. Okay, how that will know this is a comment? It will identify that anything start by hash is a comment. Regarding Python language, it is like that. For other languages, it may differ. This is a second line of comment. Okay, let us save it and let us run again. Again, these two are ignored, only this is executed. Okay. Imagine these are two lines. I want to print a paragraph. I want to write a paragraph making the programmer understand what this block of code is about. In that case, will I be typing one line, each line like this and like this? I'll be go here. It is not practical, right? For each line, I put a hash and it is time waste. So for that, what they are doing is, if this is the comment, if okay, so for that, what the Python people have given us is 3 times you have to put single quote, so you have to put 1, 2. Actually, the VS Code automatically fills it. Now, if you put 3 hyphen, single hyphen, and you write anything within this, it's going to be considered as a comment. Now, this is a comment. Let us save it and let us try to run it. What if they have given another option also? You can use double quotes also. Just let me delete it. So anything written within 3 double quotes. Okay, this is also considered as a comment. Okay, either this is a comment, or if you give within single quotes rather than double quotes, if you give single quote, okay, this is also a comment. If you want to comment a single line rather than a paragraph, you can go and put hash, and this is a single line comment. Okay, control save. Now let's run it again. Again, everything is ignored and one and only this is executed. Hope you understood. Meet you in next video. Till then, keep rocking, work hard. Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you.